Good afternoon. This is Brett, Tennessee Living. I said the other day in a video I'd worked on Cindy called it a hot hut, our little hoop house. Got it where I could kind of get back in again. Storm's been pretty rough, it's broke everything up, but I pushed the sides back up and tied it off and done a little work in the middle of it and got it where I can actually walk in it. There's still stuff growing. It's held out pretty good. You can see our garlic kind of laid over. It ain't just standing up like a lot of people's is, but it's starting to again. We got the plastic up off of it. Been kind of warm today, like 58, 59, 60 degrees today. Them are Alyssa Craig onions. Them are the old big onions that Becker Creek sells. Got a pretty good string of them going. The best thing I found was the broccoli. I do have some broccoli left and they are putting on heads. I didn't think it'd ever make anything, but I figured they was gone. No bad weather hits in the next few days. I might actually get something out of this garden yet. I know it's going to be hard to see. Them are carrots. They were stunned pretty bad. When the top came in, it got pretty cold in here. Might even froze the tops off some of them. They seem to be making a comeback. I got purple or red cabbage. But something got in here and ate the leaves off of it. Something that absolutely ate them up. And they're down to pretty much nothing on some of them. We do have some lettuce though. Can't really see the carrots all that great, but they've made a comeback and they're coming up. Some of them ain't bad size. Ain't as good as a lot of people's, but I'm tickled death they're back. See the rest of my lettuce down through there. I got some more onions coming up. Actually, some I didn't think would ever make it. Down here at the end is coming up. That's another part of the greenhouse is back in again. It rained for 3 days and wind blew and it knocked this side back down, but there's onions growing under it somehow. A little more lettuce. There's more carrots out there. You can see the line up through there of them. There was 2 rows here. There's what's left of 1 row looks like. I guess the inside row probably got froze or too cold. Still got something growing. These are radishes. I had a pack of radishes and I decided I'd just pitch them out here and see what would happen. Looks like we're going to get a little something out of it even with all the bad luck. We're still blessed. We're still going to get something out of this deal. I thought I'd give a quick update on it. I didn't put much money into this greenhouse the first time. But I can see now how well it would have done if it would have stayed built up and not been broke down so bad. I'd have put a little more money into it and a lot more time. I'd had a whole lot better growing season in it. We're saying this fall we're going to try to double this. Try to double the strength and build it twice as good. Hopefully it'll stand next time. Well guys, I forgot to show you this. I planted this patch, I don't know, October, September maybe. I plant turnip greens every year. I'm not a real big fan of turnip greens. I can eat them a few times. Kind of like turnips, I can eat them once or twice. Most people around here grow turnip greens and turnips, and they grow them in the fall. I've seen them grown in the spring, but you hardly ever see it in this area. You don't hear it talked about anyway. I was thinking about middle of November, the last November, it come really hard freeze for a couple of nights. And it knocked this patch down. It was about the size of, about like this little roll here when it hit, all of it was. And it cut it down more like what's out here in the middle. But it's been unseasonably warm ever since Christmas. Hey, rerun. My daddy actually turned the air conditioner on at Christmas. I've never seen that before. But it was like 70 degrees or 70 plus degrees on Christmas, and it hadn't been really cold since then. It looks like my patch has made a comeback. While I was showing the greenhouse, I forgot about this. So I thought I'd include this too. The short little section of how things can turn around. You never know what'll happen when you're planting. Garden's always an experiment. It's always a gamble. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you get a second chance. While I'm viewing these, also, I guess I need to cover another little subject. I said a while ago it rained for like 3 days. I caught it when it wasn't raining 2 days ago. It lightened up, got to a real fine mist. I went and bought, how many, £1.5 pounds of turnip green seeds. And I just strode them all over this area where I've tore it up with the tractor. I probably had the biggest green zero out here because it was too wet for me to walk in the middle of it, especially right after a rain. Being mostly clay. I went all the way around the edges and sowed it just as far as I could throw it. But anybody that's ever sowed turnip greens knows it's a hard thing to do. Without just walking over every little inch and spreading it. Turnip green seed don't fly very good. It never goes where you want it to. But I should have another green patch here before too long. Don't expect to get much out of it, but it'll be good ground cover to turn under about end of February, 1st of March. But I thought anything might help right now to keep the grass from jumping on it since it is unseasonably warm. I thought I'd include that in there. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless.